The sun is rising here on the 12th of November, 2023, and our low pressure area, Invest 95W, is looking more and more organized today. See that low level center of circulation, decent outflow to convection building up, and also you have all this convection trailing in behind it. So what does this mean? Well, it basically means the forecast is progressing as expected, and at this time, I can say with fair confidence, we are going to have a tropical system out here in the Philippine Sea as we go ahead through this upcoming week. Now, landfall may still be just a bit uncertain. And let me explain you why I'm saying that, and we could break it down here in the forecast. First and foremost, and I can't stress this enough, if we did see landfall, most of the guidance is showing late next week. We still got 5 to 6 days. That can change things up here a bit. Plus, a lot of the guidance is wanting to pull this very close to the Philippines, meaning that a 100-mile waiver in the track here could mean a big difference. None of the agencies are warning on this either. It gives you an idea of how early we're talking about. We'll show the 5-day outlook here as our storm works its way off towards the west. We even have another invest trying to develop right behind it, but this is the one we're of course keeping an eye on. By this point, it would be named by next Wednesday into Thursday. And then you see this trough right in here. Look at this right here. You can extend it down. It's actually a front that I've been talking about that could deteriorate that ridge and allow it to break through. And there's a possibility of that maybe not making landfall. So landfall still not certain here, guys. That's why when I keep on seeing these questions that say, will it hit my house? I live in this island. What's the winds going to be for me on Friday at 2 o'clock? At this point, if you are watching this, Sunday morning, like I said, the 12th of November, you don't have those answers yet. We got to stand by, prepare, don't panic. I wish I could say, yes, it's going to be at your neck of the woods at this specific point. This is what I am confident on, though. Even if we don't see landfall or not, that low pressure as it comes in, look at this. You get those winds picking up along the East Coast. That's because that pressure gradient, it's going to butt up against our high pressure towards the north and increase those winds. So I do expect an increase in showers in places like Casiguran, back here towards East Cagayan, Isabela, Aurora, all the way down towards even Leyte and Samar, along the eastern seaboards. You get that kind of northeastern monsoon enhancement, which is going to bring some winds about 30, 40 kilometers per hour out ahead of this storm system, regardless if it continues on that westward track and makes that landfall. But at least at this time, there's still some questions. So let's talk about this. Let's break this down, because it's one thing for me to sit here and go, question. Like, let's talk about this without giving you crazy hype. I have seen those channels out there, those Facebook posts saying it's gonna hit Sargao at 2 o'clock on such and such day. And those are people that are looking at these models blindly and not getting a whole glimpse. Because yes, I could sit here and I could show you the ECMWF and say, here's next week. And actually, speaking of the ECMWF, see how this churns towards the north with that trough breaking down? Then you have the GFS churns towards the north, but a little bit closer to the west, meaning that this would possibly make landfall. And then the the CMC, which is the Canadian model, all of these are displayed on these guidances. Remember, these are the different types of models too. When people say, hey, Windy shows this, that drives me crazy, because Windy, it's like saying my TV says this when you really are trying to talk about a specific TV channel. Each one of these models are a different supercomputer developed from a different agency in a different part of the world. So this is weather models showing you the GFS. I just showed you the ECMWF. The CMC, the Canadian one, shows a landfall in eastern Mindanao and then tracking west without the influence of that passing trough. So what does this mean, Robert? Well, why are you giving me all this information? Because if that trough breaks down enough, then we're going to see this as a west runner. If that high pressure ridge if that high pressure ridge starts to break down, then this would go towards the north. So yes, I expect the storm out here, guys. Pretty decent chance. Yap, if you got friends out there, Palau, yes. you're probably going to be impacted by some tropical conditions. But if that changes, we're going to see this turn north. If that trough comes in and digs out, if that ridge builds, this would be a west runner and it would impact the Philippines. These are the big questions we have to have, and it's all about the timing here as we look ahead. So let's take a look at a couple more graphics. And like I said, I'm not trying to be patronizing here. I really want to stress and break down the differification in the long-range model outlook here. Hold on, I got to put up my fantastic graphics for Metro Weather. There we go. I want to break down that differification, the difference in the long-range models, what we're looking at right now, satellite picture, always start with the satellite picture, and what could happen in that extended long-range forecast. I like this graphic from Metro Weather. It's the ECMWF because it really tells what I'm talking about here. Here's our trough right there. See it? See the areas in the darker blue? Then our high-pressure ridge comes in. That tries to come down. You see how that tries to deteriorate that ridge? And if this could basically imagine a fishing hook, get down there low enough, hook our storm, it would turn it towards the north. But the thing is, based on everything I'm seeing around, based on historical data, that's going to take a lot of energy to hook that north. And this would be a west runner. If I had to put a percentage chance, I would say 70% that would go west towards the Philippines, 30% it would turn towards the north. Not off the table, but I'm being real with you guys here. So know your information through official sources. Prepare to evacuate if you need to. I'm not saying get ready to right now, but prepare. And yeah, we're going to keep you guys posted on this. I hope this whole update makes sense for you. I'm trying my hardest, guys. I got a normal job. I got the job here with you guys, talking with you. Like it's more of a hobby than anything. I'm in my spare bedroom. I try my best. All right, here's Monday. Got that onshore flow. Like I said, those showers along the East Coast, even parts of Region 2, going to be at the very least next week looking at rainfall for the eastern seaboards because that enhanced northeastern monsoon. So we're going to keep you guys posted on that. Big thanks for everybody on Patreon. I can't stress this enough. If you want more details on this forecast, like I just said, I put a lot of effort into this. And I don't mind doing it, but if you want these up more often, it would have to be a full-time job type of thing. And right now, I still have a family to support. But maybe one day, if we get enough Patreon supporters, we get enough subscribers, I can make this a full-time gig. That would be my dream. But for the time being, we're not quite there. Anyways, that's all for today, guys. Like I said, let's pull back this picture. Let's get one more look at what I'm talking about here. As the sun rises up over our low pressure area, I wouldn't be surprised if this is a tropical depression soon. Still organizing. Our trough off towards the north, Philippines right there. I mean, everything I'm seeing, this is going to run west. It's just organizing, convection's building. There's a lot going on here. I'll have another update tomorrow tonight in the Philippines. Should have another update. Yeah, we'll see. But I'll keep you guys posted. Make sure you follow on Facebook. See right here? There it is. At Robert Speda Weather. If you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this on Facebook, make sure you follow at Westpacwx on YouTube. And as always, thanks for watching. And number one thing is stay safe out there.